Hi, everybody. My name is Lindsay, and I'm a Bravoholic.
You're preaching to the choir. Bravo, bravo, bravo.
Honey, you have to stop saying that.
Bravoholics Anonymous.
All right, well, welcome back to Bravoholics Anonymous, your support group for all things reality TV. And if you're new here, this is a safe space where reality TV addicts and pop culture obsessives come to break down the drama one meltdown at a time. And on this week's meeting of Bravoholics Anonymous, you guys, we are continuing our series talking to the most prominent voices in reality TV right now on TikTok and YouTube. I want to welcome Reality with Raya to the show today. We are going to be talking about some hot topics this week. Welcome, Raya.
Hey, I'm Raya, and I'm a Bravoholic.
Well, welcome, Raya. Honestly, when we were scheduling this meeting and recording, there was so much news breaking and so much whirlwind around, you know, the West and Amanda and Ciara, the MomTokers, and the Vanderpump Villa season coming out, and the Alex versus Alex debacle. Today, we're going to get into all of it, and I'm so excited to talk about it.
I'm so excited. I mean, where do we begin? I'm ready.
Well, I think we should begin with introducing you to the Bravoholics and everyone attending today's meeting. So I first found you on TikTok. I immediately saw this beautiful reoccurring person who was talking about everything that I'm interested in. And so I immediately subscribed and then saw that you were, you know, jumping in on the timeline talks and the Alex and Alex, you have a friend involved. So what got you first interested in, you know, jumping into the space and talking about the shows that we love?
Well, I have always been a fan of reality TV, you know, goes back to Laguna Beach days. I mean, my 7th grade self was just enamored by people following you around with a camera. And I remember I would go to school and my friends would be like, oh, you know, reenact the scene. Cause they were like, oh, you sound just like Kristen. And then they're like, oh, sometimes you sound like Elsie, or you looked like Elsie, and then you sound like Kristen. So I was loving the attention, to be honest. Mm-hmm. And I also am a big TLC gal. When I was younger, I still do watch some of these shows, but big Little People Big World as well.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Fiance, yeah, big. Right now I mostly just stick to 90 Day Fiance on TLC and whatever specials they have. Also, my husband's not gay, which kind of plays into the Secret Lives of Mormon wives.
What a show.
Have you seen it?
I've watched so many clips. I need to sit down and get to know the characters, but it's wild.
It's wild. It's only one episode. Best $2.99 I've ever spent
on
Amazon.
Okay.
And every time Secret Lives comes out with a new season, that video picks up. And I mean, it's satire. It's so great. So, yeah, I love all that. And obviously every single thing on Bravo, I'm overwhelmed with how much they're feeding us. And I really got back into Bravo. I used to watch OC when I was younger, kind of before it was really popular. It was just on TV, right? Because reality TV has really taken a turn in the last at least 10-15 years.
It's evolved. But it's
evolved,
expanded.
Yes. And so COVID really got me back into Bravo and Housewives, and I rewatched all the franchises and some for the first time. And what can I say? Now I'm a Bravoholic.
Yeah, here you are. Is there 3 reality shows? If you were on a desert island or your house was burning and you could only save 3 shows, the Bravo warehouse is burning. I don't know. You don't have to just include Bravo shows. But what 3 reality shows are your faves, would you say?
Okay, I am going to say Traitors. Okay, I'm sorry. I know it's a semi-new show, but I'm a dog with a bone with the show. I was on the Today Show for Traitors.
That's amazing.
I'm doing a lot of events here, watch parties, not just for Traitors, but in general. So I'm really loving the community feel of it. So I'm gonna go with Traitors.
Okay.
Also because Dorinda threw me a Traitors cloak at BravoCon.
Amazing.
So I'm oh my God, it was amazing. So Traitors, I'm gonna have to say Real Housewives of New York.
Mm-hmm.
OG. And all of them, all of them. I know some seasons are better than other, but all the OG, okay? And then I'm going to say it's not my favorite show, but like I love escaping, so I'm going to say Below Deck.
I knew you were going to say Below Deck when you said that. Were you like, I like escaping.
That's how like I travel. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I love traveling through the screen.
I totally get that. I feel like Traitors, did you see the new Hulu version of Traitors, The Mob, that they just announced yesterday?
Okay, yes. I watched the trailer and
the cast looks pretty good. I'm curious.
Yeah, and
like
Parker Posey, and there's actors and
well, I'm like, are they taking all the Josie and the Pussycats actors? Because that's one of my favorite movies, and both Parker Posey and Alan Cumming were in that movie. And now I'm like, I think they're just
also Spice Girls.
They're just gonna take everybody.
Yeah, and I'm okay with it. Like, keep them fed, you know, keep them booked and busy. And I'm kind of loving it because, like, I'm not as obsessive with the mafia and the mob as, like, my girlfriend in Boston is. But I do find it extremely fascinating. So, like, the title already got me. Netflix just put out the 5 boss families of New York, you know, the Gambino family and like how it all started. And
that's
it's
cool.
just so interesting to me. So like, I like the title. It's probably going to be about like, you know, money and like stealing and like having to kill people. Kind of, yeah, like you're saying, similar to
Traitors
like
is a version of the children's game Mafia. So
Oh, really?
Yeah, and so it's like, so the way that works is you have traitors or a mafia amongst you, and they're eliminating people, and the rest of the group has to find out who they are. So what?
The Among Us, or whatever, the little red things. Okay, yeah.
And so now, if Hulu's doing a version with, you know, our reality stars, and they're calling it The Mob, I'm sure they're gonna have like a different version of it, but I wonder what parallels we're gonna see.
Right. And also, like, how is it gonna differ? And I'm okay if it doesn't differ.
Literally give me more Traitors. Like,
no, please. I was gonna say Traitors needs to be like a 2-season. Like, even if you do a celebrity and a normie, like
2 a year,
like spring fall. But like, even if you do like Traitors and then we do the Mob in the fall and then Traitor, like, I'm also okay with that. I know the networks aren't, but like, I'm just kind
of pissed at Traitors because I think they're doing something really shady. They've been casting,
like, not calling me back.
Yeah, well, this ties into that. So they're casting for the first normie season of US Traitors, and they're still doing it. And I think they're just racking up the numbers so they can literally be like, in the season premiere, like over 640,000 people submitted. Like, they're pushing for more. And I'm like, as if you don't have enough great people to make a great cast at this point. You don't need to be casting anymore. It's BS.
Couldn't agree more, because I applied twice. I got an email basically just saying like, oh, thanks for submitting, you know, like the generic, like your application went through type thing.
Yeah.
I have not gotten a call. Let me tell you the rabbit hole that I went down. I have friends in casting. And
me too.
Like, yes. Did you apply as well?
I didn't, because I knew that they're doing some crazy shenanigans. And I'm like, I'm not going to waste my time doing this audition tape for this first season of Normies Traitors, because they want to American Idol it. American Idol every season's like 2 million people applied. And I'm like, you know, they just want to make it seem like it's the hottest show. And it is. Traitors is the hottest show. But like, don't play with people's heart like that. Like, don't tell Ted in Iowa that he has a chance of making it on the show if he submits. And like, sure he does, but it's like 1 in 640,000.
No, totally, because I crashed the fuck out.
Let me tell you. Audition tape?
No, because they haven't called me back. And let me tell you, I go to the bar and I applied like in November. Dude, I did this whole sketch, and I know like they probably don't want sketches, and I'm not really an actress or like whatever. I used to want to, it's a long story. Come to my show and we'll talk more. Okay. But I just like, anyways, it was like this whole thing. And I was like, but let me do something that like stands out, that isn't just like, hi, I'm Raya Hensler, I want to apply for Traitors. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you want to stand out.
I did like a costume and like a Sherlock Holmes, and I
Cute.
printed up, dude. I thought it was so fucking cute. Okay, and then I did another one because my friend was like, "Damn, maybe do another one." Like, I really don't know, and that's what's so annoying about casting because like you really don't fucking know. They don't even know, you know.
No.
And so I did a regular one with this blue. Nope, still no phone call. I don't know. I got emails. I got everything almost than a goddamn phone number is what I got. I got personal. I got work. I got I got LinkedIn. I got
you can
Facebook.
come on.
Ugh.
You know what? I'm casting you to come on
Okay.
Bravoholics Anonymous to talk about traders next season. Business. She's great.
And she is.
And so, yeah, so the viewing parties have been awesome. And they've been, you know, at these bars that are otherwise not too busy. So I'm sure it's great for like the local economy. It's bringing people together. I talked on this show a lot about my positive experiences going to viewing parties and being with people that are just as obsessed about traders as I was in the last season. So what has that been like for you? How are you enjoying it?
Well, I was so taken aback by my sold out packed ass house for my viewing party for traders. I mean, obviously it was like a heightened season and things like that, but like I really thought that it was just going to be me and like my 3 friends that I begged. I mean, by the way, I love a theme.
Me
not
too.
at all, like, you know, maybe not like every time, but definitely for traders, like, come on, you have to fucking cosplay. You got to dress up in the castle core and the cloaks and shit.
tartan.
Oh my God. I literally looked around. Everybody was in a green cloak.
Oh.
And I didn't even like really realize like when I walked in and I'm like putting my stuff down and I like start noticing like one person and then 2 people and then I'm like looking around the bar and I'm like, holy shit, like, oh, that's so weird that they're like, it didn't register to me for like 15 minutes that they were there like for me, for like my thing.
Yeah.
And it really like healed my inner child. We had so much fun. I am going to be having a summer house reunion party as well. I guess we kind of know the dates. I think it's the 26th. I'm just waiting for sure for Bravo to announce. So like, you know, we're not like moving around the dates, but oh my God, it's just so electric to be able to connect with community members and people who like share the same interests as you.
Yeah.
And I know you probably don't get this as much as in LA, but like in Houston, it is a snooze fest out there, I tell you.
Really?
Yeah, it's just like the guys are boring, the girls are like
they're bored.
A lot of bored, pick me, like, oh, I'm into sports. Bitch, no the fuck you're not.
Yeah.
Shut up.
They're just trying to
You know what I mean?
survive. They're just trying to survive.
Yeah, and I'm not
In this
mad
hetero
at it, but get away from
world.
me. Yeah, so no, it's been so nice and to be able to connect with other Bravoholics.
Yeah.
Really, I will say
It is the most rewarding. Like being a part of girl culture, and I know that this is also for the gays and theys, but like being a part of something that's so girl culture has done something for my like tomboy child heart. Like
no, it is. It's so Barbie movie.
It is. Barbie movie. Oh my God, don't get me started. I love the Barbie.
I know,
movie.
it was so good.
Did you see Margot Robbie's playing Britney Spears? They just announced that.
Oh shit, I did not. Dude, I don't care. I love her. I love Jacob. I'm like obsessed.
They can do no wrong.
How obsessed I am with Wuthering Heights. I have watched it almost every night since it has come out on fucking Amazon.
You should just print stills of the movie and frame it and hang it on your wall.
Well, I thought about that and then I was like, oh, maybe I'll do it here, like the actual like
one
poster,
artsy shot.
Yeah, I thought about that, but then I was like, it's a little choosy.
It's too teenagey.
Yeah.
What if it was really artsy? What if it was like zoomed in and it was just
no, really artsy, but I didn't find it on Etsy. I just found like stuff that you kind of don't really want to hang around your house. Like me personally, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But going back to what you said about girlhood, like I've been doing this podcast for a while.
Yeah.
Longer than I would like to admit.
That's
okay.
it's reality with Raya.
Yes, it's a marathon, not a sprint.
Yes.
And you know, it's just, you know, going to be my time when it's my time, but there's a lot of being on an island by yourself. I feel like creating content or like having special interests or like reality TV or caring about Summer House or Alex versus Alex or like whatever. And, you know, I'll get all the time in my comments, I'm sure you do too. Oh, really? This is Kim, there's people dying. Yeah, it's not that I don't give
dying
a fuck.
to
It's like,
know the truth about Amanda and West.
yes, and I'm just like so it's
There's
a nice
no shame.
escape.
There's no shame in entertainment and the Delu. Like
Yeah.
we have to deal with so many
The
hard.
Delu. Is that what you said? Delu?
Yeah, the Delu, the Delulu, the delusion, the
Delu,
Delu.
yeah.
Like I feel like we just need to. There's times when you can opt in, and there's times when you have to opt out. And my therapist will talk to you about it if you need to hear more. But like you can't care 24/7 a day. You're gonna kill your adrenals and get MS, and that's why women have an 80% higher likelihood of getting MS than men. So we have to just chill for a minute. And if we need to stress about someone's concealer or someone sleeping with someone's ex, then let us do that.
Let us live. And also, sorry, going back to the thing about the watch parties, it's like, men have all of these spaces all the time.
It's
like,
literally sports.
It's literally sports. The patriarchy is alive and well. And it's like, God forbid I have a 1 hour watch party where I want to brain rot and bring you business on a Tuesday.
No one's hating on
You
it.
know what I mean?
Nobody's hating on it. It's so great. I brought a bunch of people to Reality Bar this year, and most of them were gay men, and they loved it. And now they're like, are we going for Drag Race? Are we going for Summer House? Are we going for, and I'm like, I have to work sometimes, you guys. I'm so sorry, but we have to go.
And anybody listening, if you're in Houston or Texas or surrounding areas, if you want to come in for a weekend, trust me, I'm tour guide Barbie. I will make your weekend special. I'm also in real estate,
Oh my God, do you want a house?
Yeah,
do you want the house tour? Okay. Woo! That's cute. Okay, I love it.
But I was gonna say, like, I will plan the stuff for you. Like, if we want to do Drag Race. Somebody also, I did have one girl mention Formula One and then one guy on Hinge. I don't give a fuck about him, but mention Formula One. So I'm like, should I do Formula One? But it's a very guy. I'm saying I'll do anything.
Well, there's,
what I mean?
So here, let me just turn you on to something Formula One. There's a reality show on Netflix. They have a reality show, and that's how my sister got into it, and that's how she got me into it. There's a reality show on Netflix. It's like 6 seasons at this point, and it goes over all the families and the racers, because a lot of them are like, one, from really rich families, two, they're like competing with each other for these really coveted driver spots, and they have like different egos and different cultures, and like some of them are like narcissistic, some of them are humble, so, who's gonna win the race, and there's a lot of like that on it. It's a good show.
Oh my God, sign me up. Okay, I'll have to see.
Maybe you do that
too. Sometimes it's like too niche, It's like, I've seen all the 5 shows that I love. Same with Spotify. It's like, I think you'll like this song. I know, it was my top listen.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. I get you. Well, that's so much fun, and I love that you're creating community. Let's take a quick break, and then let's jump into our first hot topic. When we get back, we're going to talk about Alex Earle versus Alex Cooper. Okay, happy Friday. We're back.
Hello.
It has been a crazy 2 weeks. It's been Coachella crazy, and we just got through, what is Stagecoach this weekend? I don't know.
I only have so much information in here.
You're right. Okay,
I
got it.
I need the TV guide, and I need a schedule, and I need a calendar invite. Okay, please, let's get organized, everyone.
I have been like seriously stuck online since Coachella weekend 1. I had a post go viral on TikTok. Basically on Friday night, I was like, we need a hub for gossip. I'm going to make this post, and I'm going to declare this thread the official gossip thread, like save it, share it. And if you have tea, come and spill it in the comments. And since then, it's been nonstop. The Alex versus Alex disruption weekend 1 Coachella is still rippling out. And I saw, one of the first posts I saw covering it was yours. And so I was like, Raya has to come on and break down the tea. Alex versus Alex for the Bravoholics who might have gaps or might have missed it. What is going on between these two?
Okay, so my friend, the Bravo mom, posted something recently. And Alex versus Alex has kind of been, there's been rumblings going on that it's been kind of going on for a couple of years now since Earle left the Unwell Network,
So
right?
they're both podcasters, and Alex Cooper owns the Unwell Network. She started it after leaving Barstool. Is that right?
Correct.
Okay. And then
Correct.
she picked up Alex Earle to host a show, or she bought Alex Earle's podcast to be on her network. How did that work out?
I think she pitched Alex Earle because Alex Earle was in like a kind of a peak in her career, or like peak in the starting out phase of her career.
Mm-hmm.
She had just graduated from Miami and was kind of figuring out that next phase of life,
Mm-hmm.
and or like it was like a year later or something like that. But this is like kind of around the time that she graduated. And Alex Earle is famous on TikTok for her get ready with me's and being, super relatable and like going out and being like fun party girl, which I love. She's representing Sagittarius very well.
She's
And she's
beautiful.
working hard.
She's beautiful.
Yeah, well, and that of course, yes. But she so kind of in the next phase of her career and like kind of figuring out like what she wanted to do, post college, and she has all this opportunity basically, and it's like, what do you do, right? Well, Alex Cooper kind of took her under her wing. They're both named Alex. They're both blonde. They look similar. They're both beautiful.
I literally didn't know the difference for a minute. I don't say that to be mean and like not girl. No, because like when you're just scrolling, like not when you're side by side. Side by side, of course I can see the difference. And then when the Coachella thing broke out, I then was doing a little side by side and now I totally see the difference. But like as a non-consumer, like I don't really watch Call Her Daddy unless it's like a really big interview but I tuned into a couple and it wasn't for me. And it just seems a little shallow, and I keep getting promised it's going to be like something like a deep dive, and it's like so PR.
Yeah, it is. I don't really listen to Call Her Daddy. I didn't even listen when it was her and Sophia Franklin. So if you don't know that lore, let me catch you up really quick because this kind of plays into this. Her, Alex Cooper and Sophia Franklin were co-hosts, right? And they lived in New York in this tiny ass apartment, and they kind of started this with a dream and a microphone, right? Well, they broke up. They got a lot of traction. They ended up getting signed to Barstool. They wanted to Alex Cooper wanted to renegotiate the contract. I think they both did at one point. Sophia was like, okay, yeah, let's take this money. Alex Cooper was like, no, I think we can get more. There was this fracture in the friendship. Soup Man, which I think ended up being Sophia Franklin's now fiance.
It's very MomTok season 2.
Yes, I think he's like a finance guy, so he was like trying to help them like negotiate contracts and like get the best deal and whatever. And like Alex Cooper, per the media and Sophia's point of view, is allegedly a little greedy, right? So they ended up breaking up, or
just a hustler. She's out there to get the coin.
Right. It's
why
like,
not?
Is she only being like that because she's a woman? And I said this today on my show. Like, I don't know if I like love Alex Cooper as a person, but I respect her as an entity and a business.
Yeah. Get as much money as you can. I mean, that's like Demi versus Jessi, like going into season 2 negotiations of Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, which is something we'll cover next. But that was a big riff in that group. It's like, if you're not on the same page.
But now look at it. Demi is nowhere to be found. Do you know what I mean? It's like, was it worth it? I don't think so.
We'll see.
But so long story short, they break up. And they used to, I didn't listen to it, but apparently like Sophia was a funny one. And like, she used to say Unwell all the time. And Alex took the Call Her Daddy name and the Daddy Gang and like all of this stuff and named her new podcast network Unwell Network, like after Sophia. And so I'm excited to read Sophia's book to get like more of her side in the tea, because she like hasn't spoken in years about it. She's never said anything. And then so now you're caught up, kind of. That's a fast fact, but do you know what I mean? So now Alex Cooper has this like new podcast network that she's trying to get off the ground. She's trying to compete with like Dear Media, iHeart, mostly probably like Dear Media,
major media.
Yes. So she tries to sign like influencers and stuff because, you don't have to put a lot of money behind it because they already have a following. People will listen, blah, blah, blah. Basically, she signs Alex Earle as her first, like, I think it was her first podcast, like, person under her network.
Okay.
And it was called Hot Mess with Alex Earle. It was weekly, but Alex was basically like again, never tuned in. I'm not listening to Alex Earle on the podcast. You know what I mean?
Right.
I want to watch her new Netflix reality show, which TBD on the date. I want to watch her get readies with me. I want to watch her like at Coachella. Like I want to watch her, Meals on Wheels or High Heels or whichever one that she does. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And speaking of that,
she's not a thought leader for you. She's an influencer.
Like truly. And
there's nothing wrong with that. It's just like a different type of modeling. It's a different type of content entirely.
Correct. And speaking of Alex's charity that she loves to volunteer, is Meals in High Heels or something like that. She does it with Rebecca. Did you used to watch Vampire Diaries?
Yeah, Claire Holt, right?
Claire Holt. Yes, I couldn't think of her last name. She does it with Claire Holt.
She played, and if you also watch the Vampire Diaries, like, wait, which one's Claire Holt? Claire Holt was the blonde of the original's family. What was her name? Rebecca?
Yeah, Rebecca. Is it Michael?
Michaels. Yeah, Rebecca Michaels. That's Klaus's sister. Okay, just so for my Vampire Diaries people.
Yes. So Alex Earle volunteers with her. I think she's done it like 2 years in a row or something with this charity that like Claire is on as well. I think Claire's on the board and Alex is whatever. Anywho, point is Claire used to be married to Matt Kaplan, who is now Alex Cooper's husband. So there's some kind of lore there. And long story short,
okay,
I don't think that Alex Earle was like happy with the podcast. I don't know if she was getting results. I don't know the ins and outs of the podcast or like what she was contractually obligated to do or whatever, right? All of a sudden, one day she was not unwell, totally like blacked out, stopped doing the podcast, never addressed it. They never put out announcements saying like, oh, I'm not doing the podcast anymore. It just dropped, right? So either a contract ended or got dropped or quit or something like that. No one knows to this day.
Huh.
So fast forward. So this is like years of like maybe like small things kind of garnering like a snowball effect almost. Maybe it's not a big thing. Maybe it's not as big as we're making it. I don't know. But fast forward to like 2 weeks ago, my friend was having random thoughts and put out, my friend the Bravo mom, you guys should follow her.
I follow her and you guys should follow her too. We'll tag her below because this disrupted the internet.
Literally, she had just a stream of consciousness of saying like, well, also because Alex Cooper just put out that YouTube show with Dakota Mortensen of Taylor Frankie Paul's
Baby Daddy. This ties to Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, Taylor Frankie Paul's baby daddy ex-boyfriend, on again, off again, on again, off again, police called, on again, off again. It was brought onto Alex Cooper's show right after The Bachelorette was canceled.
How did I even forget that? But
that's okay.
Yes.
That's okay.
And I'm glad you're here. Yes. So she's doing this like YouTube show or online show. I'm not sure. Anyways, but I'm not watching it, but it's something with Gleb and Dakota. They're talking shit about their exes and it's just like not kosher. So my friend had a stream of consciousness to be like, if you say, you're kind of a girl's girl, like, why are you giving these like terrible abusive men a platform?
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like Alex Cooper is an ambulance chaser and the Grim Reaper, the worst thing that's ever happened to you, like there she is with the exclusive. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Ambulance chasing is in reference to when you get into an accident. There was even a like AE or TLC show called like Ambulance Wars. Do you remember that? And then these ambulances race to the scene of the police call and they try to get you in there, and the tow trucks do it too. And they're all trying to get the business. So Alex Cooper was being called an ambulance chaser because the second the cops are called, she's trying to get the exclusive interview. And then it created this discord, at least on TikTok and Instagram, with Bravoholics alike.
because Alex Earle reposted it. So it like reignited and made this feud kind of come to a head.
Yep.
So that's kind of where we are in the story. And then, yeah, over Coachella weekend, that Monday after Coachella weekend 1, Alex Cooper gets on TikTok and is like, hey, Alex, hey girl, say what you need to say. And it was like, I'm terrified. Like, that's scary.
She's so type A. Alex Cooper is so type.
Yeah.
She is a like predator. She's not prey, you know? Like,
yeah.
But I do feel like it's giving, even the Sophia Franklin of it all, like it's giving, these are the type of girls that are then going to events and like in a conversation might throw in a dig on one or the other. Like Alex Earle might be asked at a party about what's going on and she has to throw a dig out about Alex Cooper. Otherwise she has to admit that something didn't go well with her show and it makes her look bad. So she's not going to do that. So she's going to, and that's what it's giving for me. So I feel like when the Bravo Mon made that post and then Alex Earle reposted it, it was like maybe Alex Earle just heard about someone talking at a party about something else, or you know what I mean? Like it just feels like that. And so the tensions are building.
Another level, you're so right.
That's just girl culture. That's like that's a girl thing. And it's like some of us grow out of that and see like that there's no value and some of us don't. And there's egos in play. Plus they have their own shows. Like the worst thing that could happen to me as a creator is someone like you going out and saying like I had a horrible time on Bravoholics Anonymous and like Lindsay steamrolled me the whole time or some shit like that. Like that would hurt my creator heart. So I can only imagine when you're like on that bigger platform and there's much more money involved and there's someone as intense as Alex Cooper involved that it's going to like ripple and affect all these other people differently.
And also like the people, right? Like the teams that they have in place.
Uh-huh.
So Dave Portnoy, you know, he can't help himself. He's got to get into the girls.
Can he take a shower though?
No, he
looks so filthy, like
and tea by the sea, and he needs some fucking sunscreen.
He's got all the money in the world, and he can't get someone to come shave him in the morning. Like, what the fuck?
It's too much.
It's gross.
But he gets in on the tea, and so does Brianna Chicken Fry. Which how is Brianna Chicken Fry in the middle of like two feuds
everything?
Right now? We'll get to that.
She's finding her way. She's finding her way.
She's inserting herself.
Yeah. She's in the timeline later with the West and Amanda that I'm going to be sharing.
I mean, she has some valid information on both sides. So, like, I can't knock her too much.
No. She's just partying. She's just out there.
Yeah. I'm not mad at it. But I'm just like, how are they both, Dave Portnoy and Brianna Chicken Fry, both in the most relevant stories in the last month? Like,
Barstool had to insert themselves. They had to. They're like, we had her first. Like, let's insert ourselves into the story. If we have anything, let's talk about it.
Yeah.
And also, then of course, because this is 2026 in America, political parties came involved. So the first few days of this feud with Alex and Alex, there was lots of speculation. People were saying like, did Alex Cooper, like, you know, treat Alex Earle poorly because her podcast didn't explode the way she hoped or whatever? And then another creator or 6 creators came out and started pointing out the political alliances between the two. And I read a Reddit thread about it and talking about how Alex Earle has like deep Republican MAGA ties and how Alex Cooper at least isn't MAGA. And so now people are like, you know, taking sides based on politics too. They're like, well, I'm still going to choose this person over this person based on their political beliefs. And I thought that was a really interesting twist in the dialogue. Like, obviously that's been the topic with everything for the last like, 6 years? But still, I thought it was fascinating that it felt like the scales were tipping in Alex Earle's favor because she literally commented like under that Alex Cooper video, like, bet, like, I'm working on it.
On it.
Yeah, working on it.
About to say
and so everyone was like, come on, Alex Earle, like, bring the receipts, call her out. Like, everyone was like, team Alex Earle. And then she was quiet for the week. And then the political stuff came out. And then the tides turned in Alex Cooper's favor. And everyone's like, I don't even want to watch her Netflix show now. Like, I don't want to support someone that's like into this. And who cares if she even has receipts on Cooper? Like, so it's really interesting to see how something like that completely tipped the scale.
Which is so crazy because it's funny that you brought that up, and I'm glad you did. I've been up for 75 hours today. I don't know if it was today or yesterday, but I saw a screenshot or a comment or something, somebody saying, you're very quiet on your political beliefs or something like that. And she was like, I've said that I'm not, but no one seems to believe me or like accept what I say. So it like doesn't matter is like what she, or not quite, she didn't say it doesn't matter, but like I'm paraphrasing. Please, I'm paraphrasing.
Yeah.
But like she said something along those lines, like I've said it before that I'm not. And, you know, I mean, she still could be, I guess, Republican, but I don't even know if
that's
Republicans
the new
exist
discord and
anymore.
divide is like, and
Right.
you know what?
It's like, what kind?
In my opinion, I'll respect that people see a separation between being MAGA and being Republican, because like people in this country need space to change their mind. I don't want to criticize someone for starting to see a light in some really horrible things that have happened to like American people under this stuff. So like if you need a transition period, if you need to say, you know what I mean? If you need to say, is this the situationship of like democracy? Like, let's go with it. Like, whatever.
And you know what? That's fine.
Yeah, that's
let's
fine.
do it.
Just as long as you're verbally disowning this man, like, then we're on a track to the right thing. But I can see how people are still like, that's not specific enough. Like,
or that's not good enough.
Or explain your history or whatever. I get it. It's just messy. Yeah,
you're just never going to be able to like please everybody though.
No.
And it's like,
and people don't want to segment their audience either. Like if Alex Earle went to the University of Miami and she's a hot blonde that dresses ultra femme, she's going to have a large viewing base that skews male, that skews Southern. It's at least in Miami, or with like sorority girls from Miami. Because was she part of Rush Talk?
Yeah, I think so. Or she did it like 1 or 2 years. I don't think she like
it wasn't as big at the time, but maybe she was part of that. I don't know. Anyway.
No, like, but yeah. I think she did at least like, I think she pledged like 1 or 2 years or something. I'm not too sure.
I love
But yeah, talk. No. Oh, and I'm glad you brought that up because they also have the same publicist. So Dave Portnoy was saying that he thinks that it started with this Carl's Jr. ad that was from Barstool years ago. And they
I remember it.
Publicist. And then Alex Earle got it and Cooper didn't and blah, blah. Okay, ended up not being close to the sort. I think we've squashed that.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know. So where we're at basically is just we're waiting for Alex Earle to comment. And I think if she's smart, which I think she has her dad at play, I think he's her manager, people were saying. And then she has like a really good team around her. I mean, she is booked and busy, bitch. She doesn't have time for this internet drama anymore, even though that's where she started. If she is smart, in my opinion, she should say it on Netflix. And people are like, oh, I'm not going to watch. People are going to watch. People watch, and just like that, please. Yeah. They're going to watch.
Yeah, and I feel like I just wonder how the timing's going to work and if it's going to cool off and people aren't going to be as interested. I do think the feud is really good for both of their brands. It got them, it was like the second biggest story of Coachella weekend, one after Bieber and his laptop. Like, it was a really big discussion point in the space. And I just think that it didn't hurt Alex Earle to participate.
Can I also, I agree with you. Can I also just say, because that's going around that this is a PR stunt, me and like our group chat, we're like, what the fuck PR stunt? Now, if they...
I see it. You know, I see why people think that. Alex Cooper is that girl. She would be like, I need a feud right now. Like, I need to make this Coachella weekend even more worth it. Like, I gotta do something.
Totally. But like, I just think it's funny because like, really that's the insider info that I have is just that it's not a PR stunt. My friend was just talking out of her ass and like it ended up getting picked up and like Alex Earle loved it and, you know, reposted it and then it started. So maybe they talked offline or maybe Alex Cooper got with her publicist and was like, let's spin it. I don't know. Maybe there's ulterior motives there.
Yeah.
Holy shit. That was
you did good.
Thank you. But in terms of like why my friend posted that and like it was a setup that like oh, you're gonna repost this one video. No, girl. That was maybe they spun it after, but like no, it's not PR.
I'm sure the Bravo mom took off after that too. I'm sure she's gotten at least a few more thousand.
Yeah, she already had a huge following before, and that video last time I checked, which was like a week ago, was like at 2.4 million views.
Yeah.
She was on TMZ. And so yeah, I mean, it's taken off, and I think her Instagram has grown more too, but she already had like a big following before, which
Right.
maybe is also why it got picked up. I don't know, but I'm here for the blonde on blonde crime, the
Me too.
doppelganger.
Me too. It's great. It's fun. It's different. It's
Yeah.
they're pretty. I'm into it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's take another quick break. And then when we get back, we can jump into the mom talk about all the secret lives of Mormon wives. Specifically, Raya, I want to dive into Jessi and her appearingly messy personal life and how that's all tying together right now.
Thank you. Let's do it.
Let's do it. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. Next topic, because we have 3 hot topics today. We are going to dive into Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. I mean, Vanderpump Villa just started, and I literally, I was binging, and I had to stop before Dad Talks episode because I knew it was going to get messy, and I'm so excited to watch it tonight. But I want to talk about Jessi because, Raya, you put out a TikTok video kind of talking about Jessi's dating life and maybe being back with, what's his name? Marciano. Yeah. What's the deal? Could you start from the beginning and like who she was married to and where it's kind of gotten to?
Yes, I will, because I have not slept since the drop of Secret Lives of Mormon Wives season 4. So I have been like, it's been Secret Lives, it's been Summer House, it's been Alex versus Alex.
What a good life.
I mean,
what a good life.
Like, I'm loving it. Yeah, it is nice. The girls are keeping us fed. Let me just say that, booked and busy.
Yeah.
But so I guess I will say I did listen to the full episode of Call Her Daddy when Jessi was on, and I took notes and everything, and I did a whole timeline. It wasn't too much information that we didn't already know, but she was married before. Obviously, we knew that. But what we didn't know, and what was, kind of news to me, was that it was another toxic relationship. She allegedly, like, they separated, or she allegedly, there was some crossover, something
like with Jordan.
Jordan was like her best guy friend, shoulder to cry on.
Oh.
Which I think that's like a weird, I've been caught in that before. Not like I've never cheated, but like I've been caught where like guys kind of fake friend you, and
it's like on the brink of emotional affair. It's like they're your shoulder to cry on, but you're kind of talking shit about your partner, and you're tiptoeing. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're crying, and then they're hugging you, and you're like, oh, it feels so good, and then all of a sudden you're fucking. Like, yeah. I don't know. Like when people have like breakup sex or like mad sex, it doesn't. To me, it doesn't work. Okay, but that's just me. A little insight.
Well, it does for Taylor Frankie Paul. I feel like that's her only form of foreplay.
We will get into that. That was the sickest thing, and I fucking have ever heard. Can I cuss, by
the way? Yeah. That's fine. Cuss away.
Sorry.
Cuss away, girl.
Keep it to the minimum, but I get fired up. So Jordan's the shoulder to cry on, and I guess they kind of, like you said, kind of like emotional affair, like, whatever. So she divorced. Here's what I missed. I don't think she had kids with the first husband. I think they didn't have kids, or she had one. I don't remember. Either way, she was only married to him, I think, for like 3 years, and meets Jordan in September. This is what she said. Meets Jordan in September, and in the midst of like separating from her husband in September as well, gets divorced, starts dating Jordan, married by March.
Fast turnaround.
6 months, yes.
Yeah.
She said, I met him and married him in 6 months. Crazy. Then the cycle repeats itself. She said the first year was fine, and after that, it's been miserable, emotionally abusive. Jordan put trackers in her car, hacked her iCloud, hacked her Instagram, her TikTok, would take videos of her, would have the cameras in the house, would like spy on her. It was very, very weird. I feel really bad for her.
It's very Jax Taylor.
Very much so. I mean, and it just makes sense that like him and Dakota are best friends.
Yeah, it does. They probably completely validate each other's decisions.
Yes, huge red flag. And what I worry, because not to brag, but like Marciano is really nice, and he's like one of the only people that like respond to me all the time and like right away. He's not like, and I would never divulge.
He's active.
Yeah, he's active. I would never divulge anything, but like it's just casual. Like I have nothing to divulge either. But to me,
You
I
slept
think
with Marciano, didn't you?
I wish. Oh wait, can I tell you though?
What?
Maybe this is because I was watching Vanderpump Villa, but I had a dream I was dating him the other day.
What happened in your dream?
No, we were just like besties. Like, and I was like, oh my God. And it was like,
I'm
I
in
think
love
it was
with
like
you.
a month.
And then you guys had sex.
Well, yeah. I mean, not in the dream, but like, yeah, it was like, yeah. Yeah.
I love it.
But-
okay.
But
It's nice when you watch something before bed, it like gets into your subconscious like that.
Yeah. And then, but we only did it a month, and I think we were just like, yeah, let's break up. Like, nah, we're just friends. Like, I'm like, okay,
Damn.
whatever.
Well,
I'm,
oh
like,
well. You had your
crazy.
moment with him.
I had my moment with him. I'm manifesting. No, but here's the thing. I feel fond of Marciano. I feel fond of Jessi as well. But I've talked to Marciano, I guess, a lot more. And like, I'm telling you, I sound like a freak. He's going to hear this and be like, who? I don't even know her name.
No, he
I'm just
does.
saying-
He definitely
I'm
knows your
just
name.
saying-
You're so
I know.
cute. What are you talking
I know.
about?
No, I know, but I'm just saying in terms of like I'm like, oh, I have a relationship with him. I don't, but like more than like anybody else that I've DM'd, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You have a DM relationship.
He's genuinely just responding to my questions. Like it's not like he's like,
We love that.
yeah, oh Rhea, here's the like he's, but so I don't want it to be all like this weird girl is like obsessed with Marciano. Okay,
No one say that. Nobody.
no one say that.
If
okay?
you
I'm
say that,
single.
we're gonna be really pissed.
Stays in the Bravoholics Anonymous.
Yeah.
Stays in the Bravoholics Anonymous.
They know that.
okay?
They know that. The meetings are super exclusive. These meetings are super exclusive. Speaking of super exclusive, even more exclusive are the video options to watch this podcast on YouTube. So check it out.
Subscribe.
Did you like that plug?
I did. That was fucking smooth. I was like, what's exclusive?
Let's go back to
Yes.
the Jessi of it all. So then she was on Vanderpump Villa season 2.
Yes. And I think it's interesting because
Jessi and Marciano had immediate chemistry that was captured on camera, right? Or were they texting before Vanderpump Villa? Oh my God, it was Demi.
It was Demi. This is where I'm confused. And also
a
Marciano was
lot.
weird. Marciano was weird as fuck for lying about this. Okay. Like thank you, Stassi Schroeder, for like getting to the bottom of this, like episode 1, scene 1, and being like, why did you lie? That's fucking weird. I agree. But but also it worked for him because he's a
Household
I'm
name
telling
now.
you, these household name, and these two shows need each other. Secret Lives of Mormon Wives and Vanderpump Villa need each other. Okay, I genuinely feel, because I watched season 1, boring as fuck. I really tried to power through.
They didn't get it.
It just was, anyways. But season 2 of Vanderpump, I was like, oh, and then with the Mormon Wives and this and the Hulu of it all, it's great marketing. They have signed up and they know what they're doing.
Right.
So the Mormon Wives came on season 2 of Vanderpump Villa, and he had like an emotional, I would say like 6-hour affair or whatever with Demi. Ended up kissing her, I think.
Yeah.
She's telling Marciano that she wants to divorce her husband and this and blah, 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 and whatever. And then like they leave the villa. Demi is saying that he sexually harassed her, I think, or something like that. It was crazy.
Like kind of forced himself in there.
Yeah, it was. I never believed it, by the way. I mean, I don't want to say I don't believe women, but like we need to see the footage, and why hasn't it been released? Do you know what I mean? Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
So then he gets back, and like, everybody films whatever, but this has been going on for like a year, and the end of I don't know, season 2 or 3 of Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, he meets with Layla and says that he and Jessi have sex. And I'm like, wait, but then what about Demi? And then it's like a weird, like, toward love affair. But I genuinely do think that, like, him and Jessi have chemistry. Although, here's what I have to say. Now that they were making out at the Get Real Hulu event, I'm going to need them both to cool it and go to therapy. Do you know what I mean? And
yeah,
also,
it just seems like so extra. But I feel like Jessi, like most of the people on reality TV, enjoy being on camera and enjoy the lifestyle that it brings and the fame it brings. And I think Marciano is shown that he's willing to put in the work to keep that. And so, of course, they're making out at the Hulu event. Like, I don't want to say they're asking for attention, but they literally are. Like, come on.
And by the way, I coined messy.
I think they could have gotten more attention, though, low-key with the Bravoholics if they weren't making out. If they were, like, keeping a weird distance but giving eyes or seen having an intimate moment by a bathroom, like, by a camera, but not, like, making out, I think people would be talking way more. Like, there's like something called tact, you guys. Jessi, Marciano, look up tact, and it will help you. It will literally help you.
Yeah, like they're trying too hard. Like, it's like, okay, we've planned this. We're gonna do a photo of us kissing and put an emoji over the face, and it's like, obviously we, like, I don't know.
And then she's sitting on his shoulders at the concert weekend.
It's just crazy because, like, on Call Her Daddy, she was like, no, like, me and Marciano are done. Haven't talked to him in a year, and like, blah, blah, blah. And I was really upset about it because I was like, damn. But here's the thing. I was upset about it because I want them to both, like, have crushes and, like, I want their shows to thrive. I don't want them to really date in real life. Do I think Marciano is going to be a great dad? I mean, yes, but not, like, to
oh my God.
3 kids, and Jordan is
what have you seen that's going to make him a great dad? What's going to make Marciano a great dad? What have you seen? He could barely keep his job at Vanderpump Villa.
I don't know. I mean, I don't want to be like he's shit. Like, the only person I could really
say is shit. He's not. But
the only person I could really say is shit is like Jax Taylor. I know, but that's what I'm saying.
There's way more people you can say are shit than Jax Taylor. Okay, I can guarantee it. I know you can.
Oh, Dakota, like, like,
there's
I don't know.
Give me more. Give me more. Give me 3 more shits. We got Jax. We got Dakota. Come on, there's more in there.
Wait, what about Luke from the Valley? Is he kind of fumbling as
he is a piece of shit.
Yeah,
yes, there we
he's
go.
Like, Chris won't fuck me.
He feels like I said this on the episode that's coming out today of Bravoholics Anonymous. I was talking to Vanderpump Rob about the Valley, and he feels like a predator. He feels like he's like, get her drunk. He feels like he's looming like the big bad wolf, and it's like so not sexy. It's scary.
Yeah.
Maybe that's something I'm bringing. I don't know.
Marciano being like a stepdad to like 3 kids and like 2 ex-husbands, and
he's not going to do it.
Do you know what I'm saying?
He's not going to do it. He's going to move on to the next girl that brings his clout up. Like, he reminds me of Jason. You want to talk about the Hills and Laguna? He's giving like Jason energy. He was with Jessica. He's bopping around getting whoever he could get. And then finally he got Elsie, and he was like, you're not going to Paris. We're going to Malibu, and I'm going to make you miserable all summer.
And how was that? How was your summer?
But I love, but we need these guys. We need him. We need this. We need, what's his name? Mauriciano. What is it? I keep fucking up Marciano. I keep fucking it up with Mauricio from Beverly Hills. That's what's happening right now.
I don't know. And I could be wrong. I'm a terrible picker bitch.
You're like, he's gonna be a great dad. I'm like, no, he's not.
Yeah, like, whatever. So please don't listen to me. I'm just saying, the thing too is the women are terrible moms. Like, for the most part, like, I have to constantly remind myself that, like, they are moms.
I know.
I don't want to say terrible, but like, I mean, Taylor is, and I'll say that. I'll at least say that.
Yeah.
But
here's the thing. I don't want my reality stars to be clean or awesome. I want them to be messy. It sucks if a child's involved. It does.
And I just
but in every other instance, please be shit. Please sleep with your cast member. Please do it, because I am so in favor.
Yeah, I just think it's crazy that Jessi is like my age or a year, or I don't know, like around my age, and she's on her second divorce and like 75 kids. It's like, oh my God, the Mormon. And it's like, so my point in saying this is that like
We're so
like,
lucky. Oh.
Jessi, we're so lucky. Sure. No, like go seek therapy. Like seek therapy.
Please.
Like please get help.
Hulu should give them at least a complimentary therapist.
Oh my God, you know what show Hulu should do? The version, like you know when did that Dr. Drew show, they should do that. Rehab.
Yeah, they
or
should
whatever.
Hulu needs to do like the HBO couples therapy show
Oh my God, I was just about to say, I love
mashed
couples
with the
therapy.
Dr. Drew show in a reality TV therapy show. That's what they need to
We're
do. They
literally
need to do
giving
the
you an
Hulu
idea.
version.
Yes.
Call us, Hulu.
No, like
We'll produce. Call us.
call us. I'll host the reunion.
Okay, so now Jessi is rumored to be back with Marciano because they were at a concert together. She was sitting on his shoulders, and that means her crotch was in the back of his head, which is pretty much means they're sleeping together.
He pretty much went down on her.
Pretty much for 2 hours, holding a girl wiggling in the video that they took, which was probably just for a second to shoot the video. She's literally like dancing on him. And I'm like, I literally thought, I was like, that poor man has to like hold this adult woman on his shoulders while he's probably down there like barely stable. I know he's a big guy, but still.
I mean, he has muscles and she's tiny, but I mean, still, like, so am I, but we're getting old, bitch. Like,
I
these
just would
bones
never
are
want
like-
anyone on my
they weren't
shoulders.
once
I'm
were.
not down for it.
Same. I feel 75 million pounds if I'm on it. Like, "Oh, don't pick me up. Like,
don't even try, please. Thank you.
Please. No, thank you. So I don't know. And then when people like throw you over and like throw you over their shoulder and like your stomach is like over their shoulder. I'm like,
your
ow,
boobs are about to suffocate you.
and your boobs, please. It's like, it's just not conducive. So good news is the girls are back filming.
Good.
The filming of season 5 of Secret Lives of Mormon Wives has resumed. Taylor Frankie Paul is also in talks. Everybody but Dakota is back.
Oh my God, Dakota's probably losing his mind.
Yeah, I am also still secretly rooting for Marciano and Hannah Vanderpump Villa to be in game. I do love them together.
Yeah.
I
think they do too. I think they do too. I think this whole like Hannah's horny this season thing is just to piss him off.
Yeah, I love it though. I kind of love it. It's like, I think Hannah is Marciano's match. I think Jessi is a distraction, and I think for her it's an ego boost because she's insecure.
Yeah.
Sorry, I love you, girl, but I mean, I'm insecure about shit. That's not a dig.
Yeah,
and
we're
she's been
rooting for you. We just think right
Yeah.
now you're a little insecure.
And I just think now is not the time to be dating or hooking up with people or like exploring. Like, we're in our 30s. Like I just don't understand why. I don't know. I think
What do you mean 30s are the new 20s?
No. I think that's so funny. My friend said that on the phone today. I'm
true.
down to have fun and like be 30, but I'm like, let's be like mentally and physically healthy and have
Yeah.
ourselves
Well, and if you're gonna
boundaries.
do it, be like in a major city, not Utah. Like that's what it
Girl.
is.
And Marciano is not fucking moving to Salt Lake City. Come on.
He will for season. He'll come out for like a 3-episode arc of the show.
Absolutely. Or even just like a whole season to be filmed because it's only a couple months. But I'm saying like to move there full time to be a stepdad. No, sorry. He's not.
No, he's gonna be so bored. He's gonna be so bored.
Yeah. I think he's playing his cards right.
That was a really good dissection. Thank you so much
good.
for breaking it down for us. I swear.
Yeah.
Everyone, you need to get ready for this next topic because it has been rocking our world.
A doozy.
The summer house drama of it all. The information could not have dropped at any better time going into the second half of the season and the reunion. But I have compiled a complete timeline of Amanda and West's supposed relationship, of course unconfirmed, to be confirmed at the reunion. As of this morning on TikTok, audio released from the recording of the reunion episode they just did the other day.
Yesterday.
Bravo is active in copyright violations, so we cannot play it on the episode. You know that I will just play things.
I love
And
that.
today we can't because I literally reshared it on TikTok and it got taken down within 50 minutes. I was shocked. I walked the dogs, it came back, it was down. I was like, okay.
Damn.
And I get why they want to protect it. It was a really juicy soundbite. I know that you,
Can I tell you
Raya,
something?
did an amazing interpretation of it, reading it, which was so smart.
Girl, it was so bad. But can I tell you something? I
What?
screen recorded it.
I did too.
Oh!
So we have
Okay,
it. Reddit's
have
gonna
it. We
always
can
have
share
it. But I'm just saying, like, the mainstream Bravoholics, the ones that are just casually scrolling after work today or sitting on the bus today, or the ones that are going to be like cooking dinner and listening to this, they might miss it. So to give you a teaser of what we heard in the audio recording from the reunion, it's basically Amanda against Ciara talking about, like, you haven't even been with West for 2 years. And then Ciara is still like in the same headspace. And it kind of hurts me, and we'll get into it and we'll talk about our take on it. But it kind of hurts me to hear her still hung up on him because he's literally so mid. He looks like
thank
every
you.
Midwestern man. And I'm like, it sucks that she's still fantasizing about this guy and is still disrupting her
God.
peace.
No one has agreed with me. They're like,
It
they're not calling me a hater because I think it comes across, and I've said it and I made it very clear that I am Team Ciara. But two things can be true.
I love
babe.
her. Yeah, exactly.
Let's
Two
fucking
things
get
can be
into it.
true. And I am, okay, let's just share our thoughts because we're here. Here's my take. I am, as a Bravoholic and podcast host, so in favor of castmates on reality shows hooking up and fucking over each other. I know that you're supposed to be friends, and it's literally cheerleaders and football players here. And Amanda is coming out of being in a long-term relationship with the kingpin frat president, Kyle Cook, and she has no personality. So she needs to secure her financial future here. And I think, honestly, I commend her because I did not see it coming. I didn't think she was smart enough to do this, but to then jump onto West's dick and make that the new thing, shocked.
Can
Great
I
TV.
tell you?
Great
Can
TV.
I have West TD? I have no notes for this, but I just want to add to it. I want to snowball. As you said, she has no personality or thoughts of her own. Amanda is not I don't know if I said this on my show or someone else's. In my opinion, Amanda was never going to leave Kyle until she secured somebody else because she can't be alone.
Well, and we know those people. We all know there's girls and guys that do that. Like, we get it. That's something I think a lot of my friends did in their 20s. And it's just like, she's leaving that one big relationship. She's going to have messy rebounds because she's just desperate to feel wanted. Like, to be sympathetic for a second. And I'm sure West was pursuing it hard.
No, well, I was gonna say, so I agree that there had to have been, knowing Amanda's personality archetype,
right,
there had to be an emotional affair that kind of planted the seed of like getting her to leave Kyle. I did say it on my show. I said it with Farai, the last episode that I did. And I said, I made up this whole story in my head of like how I feel like it went down.
Me too.
Like, yes.
Wait, what's your story? What's your story?
My story is just that I think that they, obviously everybody knows that Amanda hates Kyle, okay? And I want to get to Cookie in a second because I don't hate Kyle. He's not the worst guy we've seen on Bravo. And I will stand 10 toes down for that. Sure, he called her like a stupid bitch. And guess what? She is. So whatever, okay? Put a pin in that. But my theory is that I agree that there had to have been like an emotional relationship like a year before, like last season or like earlier, like last summer, basically, like when this whole thing was playing out. Because you're telling me at BravoCon she just up and was like, oh, I'm leaving Kyle, and like got a wild hair up her ass and decided to do it. No, how the fuck was she gonna afford anything or figure out how to like open the door or pay your taxes or do no. She's very helpless to me, so I don't see her being independent whatsoever. So I feel like it started emotional, it started very like playful, platonic. Wes is there to, much like the Jessi and Jordan situation of her first husband, a shoulder to cry on, swoops in. You know, they're falling in love, I guess, or he's always loved her, whatever it is. And she and then they, you know, it's kind of, it grows and they're laughing and now
Okay,
they're
let me tell you how it goes. Let me
Okay,
tell
tell me.
you.
Please.
This is what I've developed in my mind as the
Please.
story. Because I know we all have it. This is so Bravoholics coded. So I just know that partying the previous summer, Kyle was getting shit-faced, and there were these moments when they were like out or like about to go out where Kyle's like distracted and blackout and doing something crazy, and Amanda's just chilling with the rest of the group, and she's just like having light conversation. And because she is married and kind of taboo, I think that's something West is into. Anything
Her
non-committal, West is into. So I
Of
think that
course.
was like the little seed. Then Amanda likes to smoke up. Like Amanda likes to kick back and chill, scroll on her phone.
Toke it
You know
up,
who's-
mind you.
Yeah.
Toke it up.
Toke it up. You know who also likes to scroll on their phone, and every single picture I see of him out in the wild is scrolling on his phone, is West. So I think their relationship developed with them like kicking back, having a scroll, having a
Totally.
little smoke, chilling, being cool. Then
Watching Netflix, being in the bed, not working.
it escalates to that point. Yeah, because they like, the other thing that's really important to note is the life culture of the people that work on Summer House. When you think about Hubbard and Radke fighting at the end of their engagement, Hubbard was like, you don't have a job, and Carl couldn't be like, the show is my job, but like that was what Carl was saying between the lines. All he does is the Summer House show until now. So in the past, that was a lot of these people's only job, is being on the show. And maybe they get endorsements, maybe they start a podcast. Now people have grown and they have businesses and stuff like that. But I'm just saying, in the past, that was like all it is. So in the off season, besides going to Bravo appearances, Watch What Happens Live, Bravo cons, whatever they have going on, bar appearances, they're just hanging out together. They're also like an exclusive group where they've gone through this experience together. Vanderpump's cast talks about this a lot. It's very different. No one really understands what's like being on a show like this. And I think Summer House, because they have cameras everywhere, doesn't need to do reshoots as much. But like Vanderpump would need to do reshoots. Schwartz spilled beer on Katie at Stassi's birthday party. The next day they had to do a reshoot because the camera didn't get an angle of it. She had to get beer poured on her twice.
Oh, fuck.
So this is like to paint the perspective of what it's like to make these shows. It's not always just living in your reality and there's a camera in the corner. Sometimes they need to bring cameras out to the clubs. Thank God they're doing it this summer, and they listen to us, because we were all outraged when we couldn't see footage in previous seasons. It was stupid.
Of Carl and Lindsay in the fucking lifts. Like,
exactly. What the
by
hell?
the way, I don't know about you. I'm going to get blocked soon because I've said this way too many times. I'm a Carl hater.
I love that for you. I think people have what I love about us as Bravoholics is that we're really rooting for these people, even if they do the worst shit ever. But I am also a Gemini, and I will never forget.
You're my sister.
Are you a Gem too?
You'll never forget what. No, I'm a Sagittarius, but we're sisters.
Oh my God, we are. We're sister signs.
Yeah.
Okay, so I will never forget Carl Radke calling a camera crew in on the off season to dump Lindsay Hubbard and then gaslight her on camera that he's not breaking up with her. I will never forget it. And I
know.
have been
And
through
people
couples
love to
therapy,
forget it.
and I understand what was going on, and I'm not going to diagnose them
No,
because I'm
I
not a
don't care.
therapist, but I will never forget it, and I will never forget all the other crap things that Carl Radke's done.
Thank you. And he's thinking soft bar in his book and his podcast of
Okay, don't get me wrong though. I
sobriety.
am going to be at Soft Bar in a couple weeks because I'm going to be in New York in May, and
No.
I'm just going to have to go. I'm going to have to scope it out.
No, I'm down to give it. So, okay, I was like talking shit about it when it was just mocktails, and then I
Me
think you
too.
heard on the back. Babe, I'm sorry. I'm not
He
going
can
to
thank
pick
us.
the juice.
He can thank us for the feedback because honestly,
Yes, because he opened it up for the coffee and then that extra space for the event space. Now you're going to be making money. Now I'll come sit at your bar and
you're welcome.
work.
And honestly, you're welcome.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. Okay, so that's my take on Carl, but back to the Amanda and West of it all. That's what I think happened. I think they were just kicking up and chilling. She was cool girl. And he was like, oh, it's not going to be, there's no commitment. She's a great friend of mine. This is trusted, safe space. We have a secret because we both have something to lose with Ciara. So it's not going to get out. And then it just kept getting, you know, the endorphins get mixed, the oxytocin's mixed in the mix. And now she's wearing all of his clothes. The one TikTok that I saw though, that was cringe is like, he came home from the club with these two other girls and like Amanda comes out of his room like in his clothes and they do like a dance video. Did you see that on the weekend?
Wait, like in real life or on the show?
In real life on TikTok.
No.
It's so icky. You can so tell that she was just kicking back at the apartment and he came home with friends.
Is it cringe and gross and yuck?
It was weird. It was weird. Okay, let's talk about the timeline because I've got it here.
Yeah.
All right, everybody.
Don't you agree that it wasn't her idea? There's no way she would leave Kyle without having another life source. I just don't believe it.
Yeah, she just has codependency. And how could she not? Like, to be fair, Kyle's an intense person. He's very type A. He's always had like the plan and enforced the plan. So of course she became like that. Like I've dated an Aries. I know how it is.
No, he's a Leo. They're both
I know,
Leos.
but you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
like,
yes.
yeah.
Oh, I wish I could date somebody that intense. I usually get the Carls of
Well,
it all.
fire.
That's why
You're a Sag. You need a Leo or an Aries. Like
I need
fire and fire goes so well together.
But I need another alpha. You know, there's women who like can kind of date beta men, and I have in the past. But I'm learning.
No, but I'm telling you, you need a Leo, a Pisces, or another Sagittarius.
My moon's in Pisces. Sorry, my moon's in Pisces. It's a not for me, dog. I do love a Pisces man though. Like
because they're so A-type. They really are.
Yeah, and but it doesn't work. To me, they're unemotional.
Then Aries or Leo. Those are your choices.
Aries man, Leo man,
or a man with a stellium in Taurus, like 3 Taurus signs.
I was about to ask you about a Taurus. Yeah,
you'd have to, but not one. You need like all 3 placements in Taurus, because otherwise they're just not gonna put up with your. You know, they are gonna put up with your crap. Like you're gonna end up pushing them around. You need like 20 toes down on the earth.
Yeah, I just really need somebody who is more alpha. I don't do well dating a beta man. I'll bust you around.
That's why you're fantasizing about Marciano.
Maybe because some people get off on like I like being. I mean, I don't know, boss. Whatever. I don't know if I like it. I just am, okay. But like some people get off like, yeah, I'm just telling you, he's my little bitch. I don't want that. I want you to go do your shit, and I want you to take care of me and yourself and us together, and vice versa, because I'll do that too. Like I don't need you. I like book your own fucking doctor's appointment. Do you know what I mean?
Listen, we're rooting for you. Okay? We as a collective are rooting for you.
Yeah. Okay, let's get into the timeline. Enough about me. Sorry.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
It all begins April 2025. Okay? West posts a video of Amanda doing the Macarena at a bar.
And cringe and gross.
June 5th, 2025. Amanda posts an Instagram captioned, "Broke my wedding vows." West posts an Instagram dump using the song "My Ex's Best Friend." And Demois posts a blind item. Same day. This is all same day. Demois posts a blind item involving a Bravo celebrity allegedly cheating on her husband.
Can I stop you right there for a second?
Yeah.
I want to say, like, I don't want to say, like, poor Kyle and, like, a woe is him.
Not
kind of
poor
voice.
Kyle. Don't you dare.
Hold on. No, because, not poor Kyle, but, like, it's just,
you
like,
come
come on,
You're
man.
the voice of some of the women out there. It's fair. You can say it.
Hold on. It's not poor Kyle, but it's like, come on, Kyle. It's, like, so blatantly obvious.
He's not.
he's so not in tune with Amanda that she's saying I broke my wedding vows and he doesn't have any sort of comment. And also when they were just on that last episode and he brings West to Guinness and her and Aperol Spritz and he's like, you kids have fun, I'm gonna go get mine. It's just like, bro, what the fuck? They're fucking like, what is going on?
I don't think he ever thought that Amanda had the energy to fuck anyone else because she couldn't even get up to get a glass of water in the kitchen. You know what I mean?
So true. I mean, yeah, it's not.
He was just so focused on his company and his DJing and everything. They're both dirty. They're both not clean here. Okay. Yeah. So then let's jump forward from June 5th to July the 4th. This is roughly when they started filming the Summer House season. Through the summer in the Hamptons, and that continues through July and into August. And then that's important because we're watching that now on TV, and a lot of people are going through with a fine-tooth comb and just picking every little piece of lice out of that story. Like they're talking here. Amanda went over and interrupted him talking with another girl on the cabana bed. He's making out with another girl next to Ciara. He invited 95 women to the party. Like, there's so much stuff going on.
By the way. Only him. He was the only one that was like, he was like, well, there wouldn't have been a party without me. Okay.
I know. I love the ego he's getting. It's going to be so good for TV. Okay. And then I'm horrible, but I'm only horrible because like this is what we're doing. Hello. I don't want saints on reality TV. I don't want sober people. I'm sorry. You can be sober, but you still better be exciting. And Carl and Lala are showing us you can't really be that exciting if you're sober. So you got to work.
No Leah McSweeney's, please.
You got to work. Okay. September 2025. Amanda and West reportedly pregame at West's apartment before he goes on a date with Southern Hospitality's Mia.
Oh.
November 2025, BravoCon. Amanda allegedly tells Mia about the September pregame before her date with West. I thought that was juicy. That came out on Watch What Happens Live this week when Mia was being interviewed after Southern Hospitality. She talked about how Amanda approached her at BravoCon and was like, yeah, we pregamed before your date. And I thought that was kind of like territory claiming. If you know people like that, that's literally what she was doing. And she was like, I knew that you guys went on a date because I pregamed with them.
And I think it goes back to what I said about how
very pick me too. It's like, he chose me, so.
Yeah, very pick me. I think it goes back to what I said about like she wasn't going to leave Kyle until she had something else set up, right? So it's like, of course. Yeah. And like she's like, it's so crazy because in their statements, which I'm sure we'll get to, and in the clip that we also heard for the Summer House audio leak, she's like, and Wes is dating other girls and we're just trying to figure it out. Like, bitch, she still didn't claim your ass. Like, oh my God, it's so embarrassing. Like, it's
I know.
mortifying.
Well, at the same BravoCon, West is teased about Mia, Sally Carson, and his love of influencers. November 16th,
What? Can I say something? Were you at BravoCon?
No. Okay, I was trying so hard to get Bravoholics Anonymous at BravoCon, and my 2027, I swear. Yeah, even if they don't invite us, because they don't invite artists or people there like outside of brands. It costs like $125,000 to get a presence at. They use it as a marketing gig, so everyone that's there is like paying big corporate dollars. So even if they don't, I think 2027 we're gonna have an exclusive BravoCon party, speakeasy style. So you got to know where to go and you got to know what to say to get into this really cool party. That's what we're gonna do.
Oh, I love that. Count me in for that because I'm going 2027 too. I was there for the first time last year. Mm-hmm. West, well, I will say, like, I was kind of like, I loved West. Okay, I really did.
Everybody did.
Okay, until BravoCon. And I saw him in person. He was hitting on Gigi, like Golnessa from fucking Shaw's. He was hitting on, I mean, anybody. And like, they're like, okay, we have to move on. Like, we need to start the panel. And he's like, yeah. I mean, not so much, but like, I'm paraphrasing. But like, you know, he's like, making
Macking.
the whole BravoCon like wait on him multiple times because he's trying to get girls' numbers. And it's just, it was so, I got so turned off by that. Even if there was
Ew. Yeah.
connect offline, bitch, in the green room. We're here to see you. Shut the fuck up and get a mic in your hand.
It's a woman dropping her DMs later. She's gonna be just as excited. Like, let's be real. So it's so silly. But he can't do that because he probably has so many people to remember that he's worried he's gonna forget to do it, to follow up. So he has to get it now. It's weird, but I bet it's like a dopamine hit for him. It's like definitely he's chasing, and that's honestly more men need to be chasing. So whatever, we'll reward it.
I'm not gonna knock that, but his skills are misaligned.
Yeah, ew. Okay, and making people wait, ick. We hate that. Well, on November 16th, 2025, Kyle and Amanda reportedly stopped living together just before BravoCon. They announced that, and they said that they were continuing to privately date and while separated and trying to work on their marriage. December 21st, 2025, 4 days before Christmas, Amanda posts a video of her and Kyle together. This is the last public post before the separation announcement. And I know we all remember the Christmas post at Lindsay Hubbard's house where she comes out of the house and is like, this is my new place. I moved out from Kyle. And she was like kind of provoking everyone and acting like there were already rumors swirling about the separation and what was going on. And she was kind of like denying it and making a joke of it. And that was like a whole thing that made people ripple the wrong way. So that's worth us all just like remembering.
Mm-hmm.
January 14th of this year, 2026, Amanda, West, and Jessi are together in New York City. And it's rumored that the Amanda and West brunch happened earlier on this day. So this is also something that recently came out on Watch What Happens Live. Jessi Solomon. I hate Jessi Solomon. You hate Carl Radke. I hate Jessi Solomon. Feels like the kid from Big Mouth, but with like somehow like less brain cells.
Yes.
And somehow got on the, and he's Carl 2.0. They're like, we need a new Carl. Let's find another tall brunette guy. And then they found Jessi. It's painful. I just think he's such a tool. But
I think
like honestly,
like,
if you're like, who are you saving, Lindsay, West or Jessi? I'm saving West. Like at least he's making good TV. Jessi made some controversy with Ciara, but it was like he thinks he's like a bigger threat than he is, you know? It's kind of like Carl is the beta to Kyle and Jessi's the beta to West.
Wow, nailed it. Absolutely. Couldn't agree more.
You know? And it's funny how he fell into that because when they first started, West and Jessi didn't know each other. Like at least Kyle and Carl go so far back. West and Jessi didn't know each other. But then in their friendship and in the show, West kind of like strongmanned Jessi a little bit and made him like the beta in their relationship. I think that's really interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can have two alpha friends. Like they could be bros. Like,
and
like West and Kyle appear to be. They get each other. What?
Jessi and Carl are both Aquarius.
Oh, wow. That's probably why they're so competitive with each other.
That could be true.
Yeah.
Oh, and
Aquarius has
like,
a little insecurity.
Charts. Yeah, they have similar charts and they both don't have like any water in their charts. So that's why I think Carl and Jessi are both so shallow. It's so funny you just made that comparison because like even as I'm watching the show, I watch like as an OG cast and like the new cast. Like I never even connected that Jessi and Carl were like on the same show. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do know what you're saying, but I literally think it was like it was such a cookie cutter. I was like, you're
so right. You're so right.
Yeah. Okay. So January 15th, 2026, Amanda reposts a quote about wanting a man obsessed with you. January 19th, 2026, Kyle and Amanda publicly announced their separation. January 28th, 2026, Amanda reposts a quote about choosing the life that scares you. All right. It's too much.
Also, a different neighborhood. Like, how are you running in? Like, imagine like running into your like husband though. Like imagine they weren't separating and she was like doing.
I think she wanted it. I think she wanted the attention because Kyle's been ignoring her for so long. And then she got to a certain point where she just didn't care and she wanted to hurt Kyle because she's been hurt.
Yikes.
This is all hypothetical shit, though. This is like me guessing.
Of course, all alleged, just our opinions, but still.
Yeah, I'm just guessing. Okay, February 2026. On February 3rd, the day after Groundhog's Day, Amanda posts a late night photo like thing believed to be tied to a West date, and West's hat is spotted in the post. Reddit is so good with this shit, okay? Then...
Dude, they were like hiding in plain sight. It's a little sinister.
I know. And then Amanda goes on Watch What Happens Live and says that she would never date another Bravo leb, which I thought was like, okay, now she's like, who? I mean, I just don't think I've ever heard Amanda say like who she would and wouldn't date or anything like that. Maybe it's because she has been married, but like for her to just come out and say that after she literally went on a date with West and the hat was in the picture, like overcompensating much.
Also, wait, what are we on? We're still in February?
Yeah, we're going to the Super Bowl now.
Okay, March 9th, I want to talk about.
Okay. So now we're February 8th, Super Bowl weekend. Brianna Chicken Fry, remember how we're talking about Brianna Chicken Fry? Brianna Chicken Fry tells people that Amanda and West are hooking up, including the slobby man from Barstool. Then February 12th, 2026, Amanda.
Wait, also, Brianna Chicken Fry says that, but Wes was at the Super Bowl with Ciara.
Yes, thank you for noting that. And they looked chummy, and I remember seeing the picture of them together and going, oh my God, are they like together? Ciara is the easiest person to read, okay? She could not hide on her face, and in that picture at the Super Bowl she was glowing. She was like, I am glowing with West and glowing. And I saw it and I was like, oh, maybe they're like friends now, but I just know how she doesn't communicate and how hung up she is, and it's just like there's no you can't just be friends with him, Ciara. It's never gonna happen. Okay, February 12th, 2026, Amanda does a Miami photo dump and references an earlier trip with West in the mix. And then on the 18th, West posts a picture of name cards and is like, when you're mean, you're being mean to like these people.
Yes, saw that one. That was weird.
So on February 28th, 2026, this is the double brunch day where Jessi on Watch What Happens Live talks about how he, West, Kyle, and Ben went to brunch. And then West left that brunch and went to have brunch with Amanda, and he caught them having brunch together right after. Then
had to be the next like restaurant right next door, like hello,
literally, like or in the same neighborhood, like Lower East Side or something. March 5th, 2026, Demois says that Amanda and West were seen flirting. Then on March 7th, Brianna Chicken Fry posts a video where Amanda's joking in the video. They're all hanging out together and they're walking down a sidewalk. And she's holding the camera up like this. And she's like, blah, 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 blah. And then she posts like behind her, it's Amanda and West and like another guy that Amanda was allegedly seeing and hooking up with in the friend group.
That was her beard. Don't you think?
And literally. And then she probably did hook up with him just so that there was another rumor out there and she wasn't looking exclusive with West or like she was a fool to be with West. And literally they're like hard launch, but no one knows about it yet. That's what Amanda said on the video.
Oh shit.
Hard launch, but no one knows about it yet. That's you gotta look that video up.
This is giving reminiscent of Scandal when like, you know, Raquel and Sandoval would wear like the lightning bolt necklaces and
Yep. Well, because there's this heat that's created from nobody knowing, you know, and that's what they're like, going off of. That's what they're living on. Because they're otherwise not super compatible. Like, neither of them are going to take the trash out, Amanda or West. They're both going to just sit there and look at the garbage. So, like, it's not going to work.
Lazy toddlers. And what? I know.
I know. That's what it is.
Babies. Oh, please.
The garbage is piling up. Who's going to take it out? Like, Kyle's not here
Hanging
anymore.
up.
Okay.
Well, we know it's not Amanda because Kyle said she doesn't clean. So we definitely know it's not her.
Oh my God, you're so right. I mean, but it all just adds up. It's all the same person. We've been watching her for like 10 years. Like, even if you're like, this is an edit, I've watched so much footage. I feel like I do have a firm grasp of who she is. And justice for Jules, honestly, because I love Jules. And I thought she was so cute. And Amanda hated how much she liked Paige.
Jealous. Seething.
Jealous. Okay. So on March 9th, Amanda denies dating West publicly. And then mid-March 2026, Watch What Crappens was recapping an episode. And they mentioned, I love Watch What Crappens. Do you listen to Watch What Crappens?
I have. I'm subscribed, but I'm not like I need to get back into it.
I'm obsessed. I love them. They start talking about how it was appearing that Amanda was intentionally stirring up unresolved Ciara and West issues that like they were trying to just not deal with. Amanda was like digging in a little bit. And so I wanted to shout out Watch What Crappens for that because that was some tea. And that was in mid-March. On March 20th.
She was on Jason Tartick's podcast, and that's when she said, I would never date any of my castmates, and like looked in the camera and was like, do you hear me?
Yeah.
I'm not dating, but I'll fuck them. Like, I just, moving on.
She was really overcompensating. She said that in February and in March. And then on March 24th, 2026, Amanda and Ciara were supposed to do an Amazon Live together as bedbugs, and they did separate Amazon Live appearances.
Okay, this is when I clocked in. This is the day that I clocked in because I was like, holy shit. Like, okay, maybe the rumors are true. Like, it's just very weird that, and then Ciara had like not been liking her recent posts and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, this is when everybody was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's pretty major. I mean, and I'll be honest, when this happened, I remember thinking, like, I never thought Amanda and Ciara were actually good friends.
They're just coworkers.
I literally think they're just coworkers. I remember at the end of last season when like Amanda was going through Kyle's stuff and Paige, and she got the sense that like she probably knew that this might be Paige's last summer. And Ciara, Paige, and Amanda were together. And Amanda was like, you guys, do you think like we can make an effort to hang out more like in the city? And like I didn't take that as like a teaser for this potential show that we were all wanting. I took it as this is somebody who never sees these women except for the summertime. She's enjoying hanging out with them this summer and she's lonely and she wants to like suggest that they actually hang out more without like calling them out, like genuinely having a good time. Like that was the cadence of the moment that they were in when they had this conversation. And that really opened my eyes to like, these guys they're not friends. They're not hanging out.
I also think Amanda's the type of person and friend who like doesn't answer her phone. So people stop inviting her places and reaching out.
Or they invite her and she never comes.
Well, right. Because it's like she doesn't answer. Yeah. She's like, no. I guarantee you she doesn't even decline an RSVP. She'll respond like a week after the event and be like, sorry, just getting to it.
But
like,
also, I don't think Ciara even lives in New York. Like, I think it's a beard. I think sure she has an apartment, but I think she's got this house in another state. Her family's all there. Like, I think she's there in Atlanta most of the time.
Mad at it.
Then I mean, I'm not either, but I also am like, don't pretend that, like, let's just be real about who we are and where our friendship is. Like, if you guys only see each other in the summer, that's great. Let's be real about it. Let's be real about it. Because I have friends where it's almost seasonal. Like, they have families or they live somewhere else and we see each other like once or twice a year for like a block of time and then that's it. Like, that's totally normal as an adult. So, like, let's just be real about that.
To me, it's like if the Below Deck crew like came on and like faked being friends and like they didn't know anything about each other. Like, just say that you guys are like picked to be in a share house. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I agree. And so this is where I was like, I don't think they're really like that tight. And then they didn't do the live again together. And I'm like, oh, Paige isn't there to keep them together. Like, they can't keep a schedule together. That was my first thought.
That was.
On March 24th, a month ago, West denies relationship rumors on Watch What Happens Live. I know we've all seen the clip over and over and over again.
With the horse tie of the girl he was banging.
The other girl, yeah. He's had a number of relationships. He wore this like horsehair braided little like tie because he's such a fashionista. And it's like the woman that designed it was in a 2-year relationship with him. Allegedly.
Situationship.
That's all he does. But 2 years is a
relationship.
relationship. I don't care what you call it. It's
No,
even
it's
if it's
true. It's true.
even if it's a mutually beneficial friendship, that's a relationship. Relationships are
Me too.
relations. 2 years, that's a
coworker is
relationship.
Yeah. No, I call everything a relationship, but I think
He's scared of that word. He's terrified of a commitment. So that's why he's going after someone that was married.
I know that he hates that he's Ciara's ex, because he's in his mind, he's like, we never dated. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, just like Jesse Solomon saying he wasn't with Lexi for 6 weeks, like bringing her flowers and meeting her family. That was a relationship, Jesse. You can deal with that. You can accept that or not, but you were desperate. You were desperate. Okay, sorry. Yeah. March 29th, 2026. That's 5 days after West denies the relationship publicly on Watch What Happens. Amanda and West are seen wearing each other's clothes. Crazy. March 31st, 2026, Amanda and West confirm that they have a connection in their viral post that we all read.
Can I just say Amanda has 2 relationship posts in the same quarter?
Wow.
Yikes.
She's just there's no map. She's flying this plane and she's just going somewhere. And I don't think she's got a map. And she also doesn't care. I think she's like in that destructive like Britney era where she just doesn't give an F. And honestly, get mad because Amanda doesn't care.
Cartwright?
No, like Britney Spears. Britney Spears.
Soon?
She might. She's like, I think she's headed down that path of madness where it's like especially now that there's so much public opinion, I think she's just like, she left this big toxic relationship. Her husband didn't want her for years and like mind fucked her, making her feel guilty about him working a lot and getting drunk and hooking up with fans of the show. And she's so messed up. Like, she just has to be. And I know that everyone's going to be angry.
No way. Hold on. We have to. Amanda has to take some responsibility.
No, she is. She is. But as a girl, as like girl culture, I just want to acknowledge, because no one's acknowledging it, that like you go through something that hard and you try so hard from their perspective for a long time, right? Totally. And put up with all this shit that you just don't give a fuck anymore. And you just want people to like, you just want someone to like you, and you just want attention, and you just can't think of anything else. It's almost like survival mode. Yeah, so I'm not justifying her choices, but I'm also saying they're on a reality TV show. We've been watching them for over 10 years. West and Ciara have not dated for 2 years. Like, oh my God, get your bag. Like, just fuck whoever you want, girl. Like, who cares? And if you're not really friends with, she obviously wasn't really friends with Ciara.
I know, and I want to talk about Ciara being hung up for 2 years.
He did play her. We watched their chemistry on camera. He was playing with, he knows who Ciara is, and he knows her heart, and he kept doing the shit he was doing all summer. No, so
totally, he was breadcrumbing her, but like we said earlier, and like I said on my podcast,
she needs therapy. She needs therapy so bad.
Severe. And it's like, I don't know. It's just like, I'm such a therapy advocate, and it's Me like too. I've done extensive. I spent hundreds of $1,000s in therapy. Like, I would like to say I'm pretty healthy. You know, the podcast is for your entertainment, so if you're judging me based off that, I can't help you. You know, but yeah. She needs a lot of therapy, and I don't mean that in a mean way. Like, everybody could benefit from it, but like at the end of the day, I would never pine over somebody for 2 fucking years, and then to be like, even if they were my soulmate, like, you know what I mean? They're obviously not, and that is some unhealed wound, because if they were your soulmate, you would be together, and your soulmate would not treat you like shit. Like, do you know what I mean? So
yeah, she's just so tightly wound and so insulated and like isolated, and probably not even living in the city has an impact on that.
My
She
thing
doesn't
is,
talk about how she feels ever.
yeah, and that bothers me too. Like she's not as vulnerable as I would like her to be as a viewer. And I get it.
Mhm.
Oh, we're people. Okay, but you've signed on to be a show or like to do a show and you won't even cry on camera. You're going to the bathroom to like cry. And again,
Yeah.
love you down. But my point is like we can only control ourselves and our emotions. If Wes is treating me like that and not giving me the clarity, why on earth would I not ask a fucking question? A clarifying
I know.
question.
I know.
Instead, I'm gonna be moody and broody for 2 years. To me, that doesn't make sense. And
sad.
I do like think that she needs to hold herself accountable in that regard. But hopefully, through therapy, she will find healing. And I just she deserves better for Wes, and all these things are true. But I do think if she would have taken her own life into her hands instead of giving it to Wes and have Wes dictate it, regardless if she thinks she's black catting or cool girling him, because she's not, because at the end of the day, she's more invested. She could have just like had a conversation 2 years ago and like moved on, and also probably left the breadcrumbs. Like he's probably breadcrumbing her behind closed doors. Apparently also before all this news broke between him and Amanda,
They were hanging out again.
huh?
That they were hanging out again.
Hanging out again, and that they were like hooking up. So I mean, that fucking sucks, dude. I feel for her, but at the same time, ask clarifying questions. As women, we need to be asking clarifying questions. For instance, let me just talk about myself for 2 seconds.
Mhm.
Long story short, I met this guy in IRL and at a singles event. I'm there in my life, whatever. He was a little younger than me. Long story short, I found he was like, "Oh, are you hungry?" And it's like 8 o'clock at night on like a Thursday, and I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like thinking like I could get a free meal. I'll get out of bed for that. Like I know it's late, but I am hungry and I have no groceries. He's like, "Well, I'm going to the gym, but why don't you come over and we can cook?" I'm like, "I'm not cooking for you. You can call your mommy." Blah, blah, blah. Long story short, I called his bluff and I kept asking clarifying questions. And by the sixth text, the thread was pulled. He had a DUI. He doesn't live alone and he can't provide the lifestyle that I'm looking for. Goodbye. I didn't waste 2 years of my life and fuck that guy because he wanted me to cook him chicken.
That's crazy.
No.
That's crazy.
No,
Well, I'm glad
we're
you
not
avoided that. And hopefully Ciara can take notes.
I hope so. Yes.
Let's move into April. April, literally this month. Kyle does a street interview on April Fool's Day. And it's important for us to talk about how leading up to April Fool's Day, like the 2 days before when they confirmed their connection, we were all like, is this an April Fool's joke? And there was a world where I literally think that Ciara, West, Amanda could be chuckling it up at the bar, drinking, and planning an April Fool's like this. And I believed it. I believed it. I was like, this could be an April Fool's gag. Because it's got that West brand of humor on it where it's kind of weird, but they think it's funny.
I did think it was the weirdest thing ever. I wasn't really invested until like everything was confirmed. I don't see how it could be funny to Ciara as she's like the butt of the joke in this situation. So I think in that regard she would never put herself into it. But I do see what you're saying, and I think a lot of people thought that way. But I
thought they were setting it up to reveal that West and Ciara were together at the reunion. I thought the April Fool's was like a teaser to delineate people. I don't know. This was just like what I thought.
Yeah,
this was just what I thought.
I mean, we had nothing to go off of. It was crazy.
Everyone
also,
was just
go ahead.
Ravenous monsters. No, we were just ravenous monsters. Okay. Yeah. On April 10th, Amanda announces she's going to re-enter posting for her mental health.
We forgot something before April 1st.
What?
That they basically kind of had their hand forced because there was a peeping Tom that took a video of Amanda and West hooking up.
Yes, and then she felt like it was a violation to do it, so she didn't share it anywhere. So she just
This is
messaged
good.
Ciara. She
Yeah.
messaged Ciara and said, "Let's meet up, and I want to show you this." And
Well, because
then
if
she
she
did.
sent it, I mean, it's revenge porn. So, like, if she
Yeah,
sent it, and still, I
that
think
was
it's
smart of her
weird.
to not do it.
Very smart girl, actually. And people are saying she's weird, and maybe, but
No,
that's a
I
girl's
would have done
girl.
it. I'm
I would
sorry.
have done it too. And you know what? I would have been stupid probably to fucking post it somewhere or send it to
Me
Dumois.
too.
But that's a girl's girl, and she was really looking out for Ciara. You know what I mean? And
Really sweet.
I know this girl is like catching strays, or a guy. It's probably a girl, but I know she's catching strays, and everybody's like, "That's weird. You're a weirdo." But babe, why are you
Nope.
fucking in New York with the windows open? Close your blinds. It's like
Exactly.
I don't know.
And I lived in New York for 5 years. Everyone sees in everyone's window. So you have to close the blinds or you accept what people see.
Right.
Those are the rules of New York City, baby.
Come on. And I thought, Wes, you were showing her the streets. Come on, those are the rules.
Exactly. Here we go. April 10th, Amanda and West are at a Lower East Side bar called the Blind Tiger, which is very frequented. And they're photographed. West on his phone, of course. He's always on his phone. I'd be like, if I was Amanda, I'd be like, why are you on your phone? Why are you still on your phone? Every picture I see of him, he's on his phone. He's
Probably
dopamine
texting
addict.
Brianna Chicken Fry, being like, I'm with Amanda right now.
Take my picture, put it on TMZ. April 14th, 2026, Mia goes on Watch What Happens Live, tells us about the weird BravoCon experience where Amanda was like flexing on her. April 17th, Ciara comes out with the glamour spread. Oh my God. Gorgeous pictures. Little tell-all article.
And I will say that I'm glad we got to see more into Ciara's perspective because, like we said, she doesn't really share her feelings and she's not very vulnerable, which doesn't make a great reality star. So I am glad that we got to be got a peek inside of that.
I agree. I liked it too. And then on the same day, Amanda and West are seen at the Yankees game, smooching, and Amanda allegedly mouthing to West to act like he likes her.
In her jorts.
In her jorts and her hat and her oversized hoodie.
It's probably his clothes.
Yeah. Well, that's like the whole style. And then I went and looked at Loverboy because everyone's talking about how Loverboy's getting so much business. I went and looked at Loverboy's site and I noticed half the merch that's on there that she designs looks like West's clothes. Like the polo shirt.
Oh, that's
there's a Loverboy hat that's denim with like a brown. It's just all feels very West coded. And I thought it was really interesting.
Interesting. Also, have you ever had Loverboy? It's the worst thing I've ever tasted in my life. It tastes
I
like
haven't. I'm excited to have. I do want to try it. I do, and I have a Loverboy hat that I wear sometimes because my sister bought it for me. She gave it to me for Christmas, and she said we need to support Amanda in the divorce. And now look where we are. And now look where we are. But I was wearing it at Casa Vega last weekend when I went for drinks with the girls. And in the bathroom, the girls saw the Loverboy hat, and then we had a breakout Bravoholics Anonymous combo for like 30 minutes in the bathroom. Every girl that came in was like, we were talking Summer House. So I'm still grateful, and I will still wear the hat. Because if it starts combo with the girls, I'm into it.
Yeah, no, I like the merch. It's just like the actual drink. Like I can't be drinking it, but I will support Loverboy any way that I can.
I still haven't tried it. I've tried the tequilas though, the housewife tequilas. Okay. So April 20th, this is when West comes on his podcast and defends the relationship and says there's no overlap and that they were just exploring things and that the pressure of it all had to make them come out and, and all that crap.
Mind you, with the Ariana Grande sweatshirt, no hands.
Crazy.
Keep going.
And then they shot the reunion. And now we got the leaked sound. And that's what I got. That's my timeline. That's the whole timeline.
I mean, let me just.
Thank you. Thank you.
This was an amazing recap. Some of it I didn't know. And there is so much to know about this story. And you know what? I just had a thought about it. I'm going to need somebody to write a book about like Bravo scandals. And like, they're all like short stories, if you will. Like the Erica Jane, lawsuit, the Bethany Frankel, how she did hers, the Scandival, the West.
I could do that.
Do it, girl. I would buy
I
the
could
book.
do
That's
that.
like a coffee table book, but like one book, like thick book, but like it's all like short stories. That would be good.
Yeah, with like pictures from press articles and stuff too.
Yes, yes. I just thought about
Okay.
that. So we can do that.
That'd be a really good coffee table book.
Yeah.
Well, I just think it's crazy. Okay, here's the thing. The reunion's coming. We heard the audio clip. I know we're making TV. Ciara has to double down and be like, you're a bad friend, and has to play like the wounded soldier again, because it's only going to increase her clout, and it's what we expect at this point. I personally would love her to be unaffected, but I just don't think it's realistic.
Who's coming back to Summer House next season?
I said this going into this season. I want to carve out the old people, and I want it just to be young and fun, especially after bringing on Mia, KJ, and Justice for Levi. I think Levi's really fun. And Bailey's questionable. I think Bailey's playing, Levi, I don't know what's going on and why they don't like, the producers don't like her. She hasn't had a confessional yet, but she is at the reunion. Maybe,
oh my God, you're so right.
Maybe she's just not, maybe she's not good at confessionals. Or maybe she had nothing to offer. I don't know, but I think she's fun and I like her. And I think Bailey is like, her and Carl thing is weird, but they are kind of quirky and it could work. But I just think Carl needs to stop dating people on the show. I think Carl needs to go. I think he needs to be on the city. I think the city needs to be the oldies and like the vets and the OGs. Yes. Like, give me hugs there. You could put, even honestly, I think Ciara should go to the city too. I don't think she needs to be on Summer House. I don't think she's fun. Summer's supposed to be fun.
Sorry, agree, girl. So agree.
I love her. Give her a space, but let's see her in the city. I want to see her working. I want to see her modeling. I want to see her doing that shit. I don't want to see her pretending she likes to party, because she doesn't.
No, and also love you down, but you're not a main character.
She's not. She's evolving into one, but like, do it in the city. I just think it's more her space.
I agree. I agree. I agree. And plus I want to see people work and like all you guys
I want to see work hard, play hard, what the Hamptons is about.
And they're not doing that. This is no work at circus anymore. Like, no one's doing that. It's been like a bunch of seasons of Amanda and Kyle fighting, and I'm so over it. So I'm with you on that.
We cannot have either Amanda or Kyle back. Kyle could come back. Hear me out. Kyle could come back as the landlord. So you know how the Summer House is up for sale?
Oh, yeah.
The new Summer House next season, hear me out. Kyle's house. Kyle sells Loverboy, buys a house in the Hamptons, or whatever they want to say. And he like is like the landlord style. He comes into party and it's his house, but he doesn't stay there. He's only cameoing on certain weekends. Or coming to the day party, and then the young people are there. Yeah, literally, like the house bunny. I love that movie. Yeah, he's the house bunny, the house mom or the house dad of this fraternity, and it's just new young people that have to work, that are not famous yet. And then like, I honestly bring back West, bring back Jessi, bring back KJ and Mia, bring back Bailey if you want, but I think she's kind of boring. I'd rather have Levi over Bailey, actually.
I'd rather just have like that or like new people. Here's the
all
thing.
Newbies.
I don't know how the city is going to survive with like Kyle and Amanda divorcing and like Amanda not having any friends. So I think Amanda will get edited out, to be honest.
Well, no, because West will have to do scenes with her. She'll do scenes with West because West isn't on the cast, and he mutually benefits by being with Amanda to get on the show. Yeah. So he'll do the scenes with Amanda, and that'll be interesting for us to watch. And then West will try to seep onto the show that way.
True. Okay.
That's what I would consult them to do if I was like their publicist or their manager, trying to get them like solid work. But I don't think there's a place for these people to come party at the house anymore.
No, and I'm sorry, Kyle is 43. Like, we're
oh my God, snooze! I forgot about Ben. What do you? I actually like Ben's girlfriend more than Ben. I forgot about Ben
too. No, I don't like Ben. I was out when he braided Bailey in her room, and then like she was like, "Okay, sorry, I didn't mean that you were fucking Amanda." Meanwhile,
everyone else is joking about it. Like,
Right. Which I just thought was weird. And she was like, okay, sorry to offend
he
you.
felt confident attacking her, but like literally the next scene, Jessi does it and he doesn't say shit.
Yeah. And I don't know. It was like, and then she was like, okay, sorry, like squash. And then he sat on her bed and did it 2 more times in a close quarter. I did not like that. And it is berating because he's going on and going in circles. And what the fuck else is she supposed to say? You ruined her night. You're in her room, in her space. The way I would have freaked the fuck out and kicked his ass out, I literally maybe would have punched.
I'd be like, go back to Australia. Why are you here?
No, I would have escalated shit so fast because he would have scared the shit out of me in my fight or flight. And like in a close, like she couldn't get out. Like, I'm not saying he's like gonna get her. I'm just saying that's how I felt watching it, and that's how I feel like she felt. I don't know.
Yeah.
I didn't like it. Ben, I forgot. Sabrina, terrible.
But wait, hear me out.
sense.
Can I pitch you on Sabrina? Can I pitch you something?
Okay, but her clothes are so ugly. But go for it.
Okay, ready?
Mhm.
The way she just showed up and like people are criticizing for her like being a fangirl and being in on the goss, I think would work really well for like compatibility in the house, because there's a number of people like Jessi that like to gossip.
Yeah.
But also, if Ben wasn't there and she was single and like trying to be on the show, I think she is like kind of a free love girl, so she would be hooking up and bringing people home, but also like willing to get messy about it. And then her first 2 episodes, she's like sharing her opinion to Ciara about what's going on, like openly, and she doesn't even really know the girl. I thought that was fascinating.
No,
I think
like,
that if she was thrown into the show and wasn't tethered to Ben and Ben was gone and she was like single new cast, she could be great.
well, now they're like engaged, I think, or married or whatever. But I'm okay with her personality.
Really?
Yeah, they're like engaged.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah, tragic.
That sucks for her.
I'm okay with like, I mean, I think she's beautiful and I like her personality. I fucking hate her style. It's giving Giselle Bryant. Please make it
See,
stop.
Dara has better style, but I don't like Dara.
I'm not paying attention. Like, she's
Dara,
not even really on my screen.
I know. She's just giving pick me and like try hard. She doesn't feel authentic, like the fighting things and like I think she's using KJ.
I don't know. I don't really have an opinion on it, I guess. I'm so inundated by like
Everything else.
I'm like,
It's
yeah,
okay.
I'm like,
You
I
don't have to have an
time for
opinion.
a side character right now.
I think Dara came on, tried to get with Ben, it didn't work out. Then she jumped on KJ, and then all of a sudden she's like so into KJ and hanging out with him all week. The first week, I was like, this is phony.
They have been together for a whole year though, so
Yeah, because she wants to come back on the show. Like that's the
Maybe.
thing.
yeah.
They don't have she's work. This is work, you know. She's like, get me
It's
on.
not.
I'll be KJ's boo. That's pretty much what Amanda did season 2.
Yeah. True.
It was nuts. I need to go do a rewatch. I need to.
I can't.
I want to watch all of it. I just want to watch Summer House again, but I probably will fast forward any Kyle and Amanda fighting. I just can't watch it anymore.
I mean,
But I do want to
literally,
watch like Hannah's
Kyle's Booty
season
Call.
again. I want to watch. Oh my god.
all of it.
I will say one more thing before we finish talking about Summer House in the City. I'm so excited that Andrea is going to be on the City.
Oh,
Honestly,
yeah, that'll be a good one.
Just show me Andrea the whole time. I love that man.
Yeah, he's beautiful. He's beautiful.
He can do nothing wrong.
and he has like what, a pizza shop or something. He has like some business.
Well, don't say that. I'm gonna go. If he is a pizza shop, I'm
No,
going.
Well, somebody told me that he's opening some business, which I think is why he's also on the City, because he has like a storyline of like doing a
Cute.
business. So
That's really cute.
Yeah.
Aw. Okay, well, Bravoholics, I'm going to be in New York in May. So hit me
Ooh.
up on TikTok and Instagram. Tell me what I have to go see. I will be going to Soft Bar. Maybe we'll do a Bravoholics Anonymous like little meetup for anyone that's in New York and wants to meet up. That'll be cute.
Yeah.
And Raya, tell us where everyone can find you. I'm also going to tag it all below so people can just easily click down. But like, where can people see you?
Yeah, it's at Reality with Raya, anywhere you get podcasts, and on YouTube, on TikTok and Instagram. Also, my website, realitywithraya.com. You can find all my links there, and everything is attached. It's all a circle, so you'll be able to find it all.
You can't get lost.
Yeah.
All right, Bravoholics. Well, that's our meeting for today. A huge thank you to Raya Hensler for joining me for this week's meeting of Bravoholics Anonymous. You can follow her at the links below. And if you want to add to the West Amanda timeline, you can find us on TikTok and Instagram at Bravoholics Anonymous. And if you're loving the show, don't forget to follow, rate, and subscribe to Bravoholics Anonymous wherever you listen to podcasts. It helps us more than getting over your ex-husband with your bestie's ex-boyfriend. See you at next week's meeting, and as always, keep your champagne cold and your taglines iconic. Bye!